I've got the new Too Faced Gingerbread Spice eyeshadow palette to share with you guys today. And I purchased mine off of the Too Faced website, but I've also seen it on the Ulta website. I believe Beautylish also carries Too Faced, and a few other retailers I'm sure are getting this. I think Macy's has it too, and there's like a 15% off going on Macy's right now. But I posted a picture of it on Instagram, and a bunch of you guys wanted to see a video, like a demo type swatch video, so I thought I would go ahead and do that today. And I do have this palette on my eyes right now, and there will be a demo for the look towards the end of the video if you're interested in that. It comes in super cute packaging, much as most Too Faced products do, but following the line of like the chocolate bar palettes, except for there's a gingerbread on the cover. It's got that tin type of packaging, and then inside there is a mirror, and there's your gingerbread man. And there are 18 eyeshadows. Each shade is 0.024 ounces per shade, so it's smaller in terms of the amount of product that you're getting per pan. Although I feel like the pans are still quite large, but the amount of product that's saying that is in there is only 0.024 ounces. And I've worn this palette a couple times since I've gotten it, and I'm really happy with the results of it. Both the mattes and the shimmery type of shades are really great. There's only one shade that I'm not crazy about in here, and it's more like a topper shade, and that's this Sugar Daddy shade over here, which I'll get up close and give you guys swatches of all the shades. But I haven't always got along the best. It always depended on kind of the palette sometimes with how well some of those mattes performed for me. These ones are really pigmented, and they blend and they build really well. This formula has worked really, really well for me. I was able to build colors on top of other colors, and they just blended together really, really nice, and they built up if I needed more intensity. So I was really happy about that, and the metallic shades are super pretty. I know I've been seeing a lot of people saying, oh, it's just the, you know, standard colors that are in a lot of Too Faced palettes, which there are a lot of colors that are similar in this palette that there are in other Too Faced palettes, but I really like the correlation of colors that are in this one, and the fact that the formula works really well. I really don't have a ton of negative things to say about it. I'm going to go ahead and zoom up close and give you guys some swatches, and I'm also going to hold it next to, I got the Too Faced holiday set from Sephora as well. I'm just going to hold them next to each other. I haven't used the palette from that set yet, but just so you guys could see the colors between the two, because I'm sure that's some people might be, you know, trying to choose which they might want to get, so maybe that'll help. And then some of the other, I think I'll show it next to the Too Faced Chocolate Gold, and then also the Sweet Peach. So can we just with this packaging? I mean, it is super cute, super in line with the holidays. I really like it. This does have a scent as well. I kind of feel like it just smells like a kind of like a sweet cocoa type smell in here. I'm glad it doesn't smell like a cinnamon spice, because I'm sure that would be pretty irritating on the eyes. You have got 9 mattes in here, which is Powdered Sugar, Gumdrop, Gingerbread, Looky at My Cookie, Spice is Nice, Sugar Daddy, Figgy Pudding, Reindeer Paws, and Gingerbread Latte. Those are the matte shades in here. I would kind of call this shade Oh Snap a matte too. It's infused with really fine like micro shimmers, but the base of that shade is matte. So depending on how well the base is to stick to those shimmers, a lot of the times those type of shades go matte for me. The shade in this palette that didn't work the best for me is this Frostbite Me shade, and it kind of is more of one of those chunky like glitter type of shades that might work best if used wet. I did put quite a bit of primer on my lid for it to adhere, but I still kind of had trouble packing it on, and I had the most fallout with that shade as well. Like the rest of the palette and the shades and stuff are really great. I love that there's matte brow bone shades. There's some really pretty transition type shades. They mix together really well. There's some deeper, you know, crease shades in here, some pretty metallic lid shades. So let me go ahead and give you guys some swatches of this guy. And then these 3. On to the next row. And these guys. I wore that green shade on the lid yesterday, and it was so pretty. Then onto this last row. And the last three. So there are the swatches. As you can see, there's pretty nice pigmentation on those. And then here's a side-by-side of the Gingerbread palette, which is on top, and then the Sweet Peach palette, which is on the bottom. And I got along pretty good with the Sweet Peach palette as well, but I do feel like the formula in the new Gingerbread palette is even better. And then here's a side-by-side of the Gingerbread palette on top with the Chocolate Bar Gold edition on the bottom. You can see the shades in there. And then here's a side-by-side of the new Sephora Dream Queen set for holiday of 2018 next to the Gingerbread palette. I just wanted you guys to see some of the shades next to each other in case you were maybe trying to decide between the two. I have not used the holiday version, the sweet or the Dream Queen one yet, so I don't have an opinion on the shadows. Hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Again, we've seen a few of these shades repeated in Too Faced palettes, but I feel like the formula in this is really, really good. I haven't used a lot of my like chocolate bar style Too Faced palettes in a while, and I think this one's gonna be left out because I really enjoy using it. Now, if you're interested in seeing the look that's on my eyes and how these shadows went on for me, you can hang tight and we'll get into it right now. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Eye Primer from the lash line to up underneath the brow. I'm going to use the Sephora and Hakuhodo brush to blend this out. I've really been enjoying using this brush for this. Then using a Smith 256 brush, I'm going to go into the shade Sugar Daddy. I'm going to put that in the inner portion of the lid. Kind of pack it on there. It's definitely a chunkier shade. Now I'm going to take that same brush and go into the shade Hot Toddy and put that on the rest of the lid. And then I'll layer it with that Sugar Daddy shade. Same brush, picking up a little bit more Sugar Daddy and just putting it through here to blend them together. I do have some fallout here. I'm going to go ahead and wipe that off right away. Then using a Chikuhodo GS9 brush, I'm going to go into this matte purple called Figgy Pudding and put that guy through the crease. Kind of blend it into that red out there. For a matte purple, that's going on pretty nice and pigmented. I'm trying to decide between Gumdrop and Spice is Nice, which is the bright pink and the orange, to blend out that Figgy Pudding shade. And I think I'm going to go with the Spice is Nice, which is the matte orange. And I'm going to use a Wayne Goss number 19 brush for that. And just start blending this through. Then I'm going to grab that Chikuhodo brush that we use the Figgy Pudding on and just blend this. I'm trying to be careful not to over blend because I think that might get muddy, the orange and purple. I'm going to use that same brush and pick up just a little bit of the Gumdrop shade, which is that pink, and kind of run it through here. Make that transition a little bit nicer between that purple and orange. Then I'm going to take a Esom G29 brush and go into the shade Sugar Daddy, which is a matte pastel kind of or light pink shade, and put it under here. Then I'm going to use a Smith 247 brush and go into the shade Looky at My Cookie, which is just a little bit deeper, kind of a matte peach. Put it through here. Using that same Smith 247, I'm going to go back into the matte orange called Spice is Nice. Just put a little bit more of this through here. And then not picking up any more product, I'm going to take that Esom G29 and just buff through here. I do want a little bit more oomph from Hot Toddy, so I'm going to go back in with that Smith 256 and put a little bit more of that on the lid. And there is the shadow done. I'm going to go ahead and finish up my eye makeup, and I'll be right back to put on some lips for you guys. For lips, I've got Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat, and this is in the shade Iconic Nude. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips and fade it inwards. And then to fill them in, I've got Charlotte Tilbury's lipstick, and this is in the shade Kim KW. I really can't stop wearing this combination, like, recently. And I like to go right over the lip liner to the edge. So there is the overall finished look using the new Too Faced Gingerbread eyeshadow palette. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.